From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Thursday, November 30th, 2017. Silver is trading at $16.57 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,285 per ounce. Bitcoin is trading at 4.1 cents, and the average price of Bitcoin is $10,485. Antiwar.com reports continuing to brag that the U.S. is the global provider of choice for arms. Defense Security Corporation Agency Director Lieutenant General Charles Hooper has issued a statement reporting that the U.S. sold in the realm of $42 billion in weapons to the rest of the world in 2017. That's a $10 billion increase over sales in the previous years, with the overwhelming majority of the sales taking place in the Middle East, but the Indo-Pacific region is also seeing a substantial increase. Hooper said the U.S. advantage was not just in the arms themselves, but in the provisions of training and maintenance capabilities for customers whom he labeled partners. He added that he expects the positive sales trends to continue. This is likely to be the case, of course, because even though the world is awash in weapons, the region with the most sales are also the areas of particular U.S. foreign policy interest, and by extension, regions full of costly wars for which U.S. arms makers are only too willing to sell more equipment.
Born into a devastating world and raised among the crowd, the Cloudwalker assumes a new identity and begins the unrelenting quest for truth. In this epic journey, he discovers dark secrets about aspects of his previous life that he once trusted. Through the Journal of the Cloudwalker, he shares both the traumatic hardships and the eternal beauties of his experiences. Dear Society by the Cloudwalker is available from Amazon.com and all major bookstores.
UPI reports the International Committee of the Red Cross said Wednesday it is buying 750,000 liters of diesel fuel to provide clean water to cities in Yemen affected by the blockade enforced by a Saudi-led coalition. Robert Mardini, the regional director for the Red Cross, called the move an exceptional stopgap measure. He tweeted, "We're buying and supplying 750,000 liters of fuel so as to provide clean water to 1 million people in Hodeidah and Taiz for 1 month. ICRC not supposed to do this." Some fuel stocks in the area are only available on the black market and their prices have soared, according to the BBC. The lack of fuel has created vast shortages of other essential needs, such as food, water, and medicine. The International Committee of the Red Cross tweeted on November 18th, "Nothing is getting into Yemen and time is running out." The Saudi-led coalition, which includes several Arab states and receives military and logistical support from the United States, has been fighting the Houthi rebels since 2015. During that time, essential supplies became hard to find in the world's poorest country that relies on imports for 90% of its needs. And the blockade has only worsened the situation.
For over 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. And as a Bitcoin-preferred business, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts Brokerage today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co.
Reuters reports members of the U.S. House of Representatives Intelligence Committee are close to an agreement on how to overhaul a controversial National Security Agency surveillance program and hopes to complete legislation soon, according to top Democrat on the panel on Wednesday. Representative Adam Schiff said he had proposed a compromise that would let intelligence agencies query a database of information on Americans in national security cases without a warrant, but would require a warrant to use the information in other cases. At issue is Section 702 of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, which allows the NSA to collect vast amounts of digital communications from foreign suspects living outside the United States. U.S. intelligence officials consider Section 702 among the most vital of the tools at their disposal to thwart national security threats. However, details of the classified program were exposed in 2013 by former NSA contractor Edward Snowden, which showed that communications of Americans were being gathered. Currently, those communications can be subject to searches without a warrant. The program will expire if Congress does not renew Section 702 in some form by December 31st. Schiff said he believes the compromise would be acceptable to many lawmakers. However, it's not clear whether lawmakers will vote on a standalone bill or whether it would be part of a broader must-pass bill. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.